getting close to the 10-game mark now, really. That's the what usual sign that people have a look at how things are going. Just from a player's point of view and the captain's point of view, how do you think it's all started?
Yeah, I think we started at a good start. I think obviously getting up to the 10-game mark, and we've only lost one game in the league, and obviously in the Papa John's we got beat against Port Vale, so we've been tough to beat, scoring a lot of goals, obviously conceding a few which we need to improve on, but I think it's been a good start. You've
been here now a few years in the first team setup, and as you grow a little older, not old, the younger ones come through, don't they? Do you see another emerging good crew squad of players with the players that come through the academy and the players that the managers brought in? Yeah, definitely. I feel like obviously it seems like when I come into the team a few years ago, you obviously had the likes of Perry, Charlie, Pixie, Lowry, all them types of players, and it kind of seems like that next group's coming through with obviously the first years, second years, and obviously a few of the scholars have signed the pros now, haven't they? So I think it's bright. I think it's bright for crew in the next few years, and I think it's all them players are gonna get the experiences and become good players. Not many of the national pundits were putting crew anywhere near being a promotion sort of side that's going to have a little go at the top end of the table, but you work day in and day out with them and play with them, at the weekend and on a Tuesday night. Do you feel as though there's enough in there? Yeah, I think we've got potential. Obviously, we're not favourites to do anything this season, but with what I train with every day, I know how good the lads are. But we've got to take it each game as it comes and just go about our business quietly and do what we're doing at the minute, and we're doing all right. So we just got to keep it going. You, on a personal note, you've had quite a few different sort of partners along the back this season, haven't you? Is that something that brings a bit more out of you as well? It adds to your game? Yeah, I think so. Obviously, there's a lot of good defenders in the group, so it's going to be rotated and everyone's going to get a chance. So it's you just got to, whoever you're playing with, just do your best. The one thing that we've all noticed, and I think more so for players must be really frustrating, is the amount of yellow cards and red cards that are being dished out. And I just had a quick count up, I'm not quite 100% sure, I think you had 27 yellow cards already, crew, which is not usually happening, but has it become more difficult the way that the referees are brandishing cards very quickly? You have to try to be more careful? Yeah, it is difficult, but then as a captain I've got to obviously, when the decisions do go against us and lads are trying to run up to the ref and say, but you can't do that anymore, it's kind of took the emotion out of the game. But with just silly fouls, you can't stand over the ball and stuff like that. That's where I got one the other week when we played Forest Green where I just flicked the ball away. I only flicked it away and I got a booking for it. So you just got to know the rules, and that's the way the game is at the minute. That's the frustrating part about it. I suppose there's inconsistency levels, isn't there, from the officials? Yeah, definitely, but they're just doing their job, aren't they? And they've obviously at the start of the season been told what is and what isn't, so we've just got to get on with it. Just looking at one player who signed, we talked about the younger players coming through. Joel Taberner signed his contract, scored his first goal last week, and he's still a teenager, but if he gets selected this weekend, he clocks up 50 games. Just your thoughts on that sort of feeling for him? Yeah, I think he's been brilliant. Tabs, he come in last year. He probably say himself he maybe struggled a little bit with the physicality, but over that season last year when he got the experience, he grew into a man, and I think this season he's been unbelievable, and the end of last season. So if he carries on the way he's going, he's got a bright future, hasn't he? And he works hard every day, so yeah, happy for him. And for everybody, it's all about the teamwork, and that's one thing you certainly got, haven't you? It looks like you never know when you're beaten. No, definitely. Obviously, it's weird football, isn't it? Because last year at the start of last season, we weren't conceding many goals, but then we weren't scoring many goals, and this season we're scoring a lot of goals, but we're conceding a little bit, which obviously if we can get that balance right of keeping them out of that end, we're going to score goals, so we'll win more games than not. And it's been good while you've been on your travels to pick up some early points, 4 from the last 6. Yeah, definitely. Obviously, we've spoke about it this week that our away form wasn't very good last season. We only won 3 away, so we've addressed that this season, and I think obviously we've got 4 points from the last 2 away games, so we need to carry it on. And we know Saturday wasn't anything like us, we didn't perform very well, so we've got to put on a performance this Saturday against Colchester. And of course you're boasting a very impressive home record. Yeah, definitely is it. I think it's 13 unbeaten, is it? So we just obviously
got to keep that going. Obviously, we're very good at home, and the fans get behind us. So hopefully, we keep it going Saturday.
And what it can do, it can keep you ticking along, keep your momentum going. That's important, isn't it? You know, 4 points away from home, build on that.
Yeah, definitely. Just keep the unbeaten run going. We're 3 unbeaten at the minute, and we've got to keep that going. And just got our home games we do well, so hopefully just keep that going.